It's
Okay,
Craig.
everybody.
What's up, Craig?
Yep. Welcome back. The harbor bells you hear of Paragor ring low as it disappears behind the horizon some days ago when you set sail. Despite the sun, light rain is drifting across the decks with the ocean spray, while your ship, the Vanishing Wake, groans against the waves as it escorts the broad-bellied galleon trade vessel. The trade vessel itself seems to be reinforced for currents and uncertain waters. Refugees across the deck of the galleon are crowded. They crowd the stairs as they disappear below deck from the rain, carrying bundles wrapped in sailcloth, family heirlooms, relics, cages of nervous birds, and the exhausted silence of the people that have been at sea for some time now. The crewmen shout over one another as cargo and passengers disappear into the cargo hold of the galleon. Your ship, however, let's make some perception checks, please. Group perception check. Serena, I also want you to make an insight check, and Arias, I also want you to make an investigation check.
Ooh, wonderful.
All right.
My die are cursed. We're doing it again this week. I got a 10 for both.
Perfect.
I got a 17 and an 18, respectively.
Very good.
I got a natural 1.
Awesome. Turtle,
I got a 17.
Good.
Did the dumbest one really get the highest with the 19?
It seems that way.
Would appear so.
Yeah. You're staring at the horizon, sometimes you get distracted by that and you see what others don't.
Arias,
Yes.
Everybody, Arias, let me handle your investigation check first.
Okay.
Your gnome, Arias the gnome, studies the ship itself. The glyphs you put on the sails, the tension of the mast, the angles of the rope underneath that tension, the stress patterns in the hull. This ship is built to survive most things, but you know that the worst thing you could do to a ship is to test it. The Vanishing Wake, you notice, is old, but it is built pretty intelligent. Serena, you watch as the organization of this mission that you're on is fraying at the edges. There are too many passengers and too little space. There are too many anxious people pretending to be calm, as kind of a cabin fever has set in on this days-long journey. Jim, you, over the course of this sailing voyage, have immediately earned approval from deckhands helping load the cargo at the port, lifting crates no one expected you to help move along. Looking around, you notice the sailors kind of give you a sweet nod in respect as your gaze travels through. Runt, you see cargo to move, and you recognize hunger on some of the faces of your companions themselves. You think to yourself that matters to you more than any coming storm, and it reminds you of the past. Marcus, you felt the sea before the ship even left harbor. You feel rolling waves beneath the hull of the ship, reminding you of your family.
You mean Papa?
Papa, Mama?
Papa.
Absolutely. You all smell the salt, tar, wood, wet rope, and the cold as the voyage is well underway days later. Above you, at the helm of the ship, all of you stand. Commodore Arunar standing beside Captain Wren, as she's resting one hand at the wheel of the ship, as if daring the sea to test you all. Arunar calls out to be vigilant. The high seas can turn her promise of freedom into one's dead waters. Stick to it no matter the storm. Everybody can make a perception check.
We just did.
Another one.
22.
Good.
Okay, I don't know who I need to pray to or what bonds I need to break, but I just got another 10.
Log out of your account and then log back in.
Okay.
I was informed that if you do that, it restarts the little random
Number
dice
generator thing.
number generator.
No
I
worries.
got a
I'm
19.
gonna
so
put
many
my
times.
hands on your shoulder and say, well, the other way to do it is to hold 100 D20s and go for it. It resets it too.
Jeez.
That being
18
said,
per run.
anybody rolling above a 13, you can feel a change in the pressure of the atmosphere. There's a shift, pressure shift. There's a storm coming. You can feel it. The rest of you are too busy to into what's going on, taking in the sun and the rays and the sea salt of the air.
Oh, look, you got an 18 for that one.
That worked. Okay, good.
Is there anything anybody wants to do at this point?
I would like to alert the others that I feel a storm coming. I feel it in my bones, guys.
I think we can handle a storm.
I can
I
smell
think
the
we
storm.
should organize some music or maybe some games. These people are not going to be okay in a couple days. They're not okay now.
Got some bagpipes.
I think they're
Yes,
gonna need buckets.
I
Lots of
love
buckets.
music.
All right,
Okay.
so Jim busts out his bagpipes and begins to play in the light rain across the sun. Can you make a performance check for me, Jim? As the people on the cargo deck of the galleon are trying to disappear underneath into protect themselves from the rain, the light rain.
That is a 16.
This is 16. Do you want to describe what you're playing?
I am playing some sweet, sweet ska music. I'm playing the Slackers. And we're, it's nice calming, just a fun little uplifting beats, like,
Yep.
and
With the
doing my best
reflection
to
of
soothe them
the
as they
rain
make
and-
their way.
Fantastic. You see as a couple of the last stragglers kind of start like bobbing their heads and doing like a little bit of a jig. But then they quickly focus themselves up as it's like, okay, well, I gotta get underneath though, and they disappear from your view.
Is Captain R&R anywhere to be seen? Because the professor will most likely try to, as he spotted it so well, the storm, gonna do some calculations, get back into the cartography room and try to see if what's the best way to do this. Is it to head, into the storm, or is there a way around it that might be cleverer? So he's gonna try to do some calculations here.
As you do calculations, you're not necessarily certain how large or where the storm is coming from. There's just a temperature or pressure drop to be alert of a storm, of a
Okay,
possible
so be
coming
it.
storm.
I guess we're heading it head storm.
The Commodore R&R is standing at the helm with Captain Wren.
I'm still gonna tell him I think I got a better plan, but he's probably gonna ignore me.
Absolutely. You bring this attention to R&R, and he nods at you. He's like, I'll keep it in mind. We'll do our best to avoid a storm. And he kind of taps Rin on the shoulder, the goth warlock. She's not here currently, and she begins to practice her captaining and turning the wheel haphazardly as she begins to learn this new skill to avoid a coming storm as best as she thinks she can.
I wanna fly over to each of the ships and make sure that they're all good and not gonna like break apart when we inevitably get hit by a storm.
Okay. You fly over to the galleon and you do a quick 360. With the rain coming in, the crew is pretty disciplined. They're battening down the hatches, not because they need to, but because it looks and feels safe for their passengers and for the cargo. Captain Yipik is at the helm with his crew, fixing rigging and setting things up for the off chance that the pressure is going to bring a coming storm. It all looks pretty good for you as far as you can tell.
I'm gonna wave to Captain Yipik.
Captain Yipik, if for those that don't know, is like a 2-foot tall, muscle-bound gnome with a red pointy hat that's practically covering his eyes. It is hysterical. At the same time, it is frightening. Anybody else, or are we good?
Let's get wet.
Yeah, I guess I think I'm good. We can all go down with the rest of them and figure out what to do.
All right. Each of you find your place aboard the Vanishing Wake's main deck. There are some boxes of cargo left to take below before you, and there's a Luxodon you know at this point named Kavu. He's a lumbering 8-foot-tall, elephant-like humanoid with thick, leathery skin, his 4-foot trunk grasping at the remaining heavy cargo boxes. He seems to be struggling as his eyes travel across the group for just a moment, attempting to hold his own under the weight of the last cargo boxes, slowly making his way, thump, 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 to the stairs leading down into the cargo hold. Is there
Well,
anything you guys like to do?
I definitely am going to grab some of the cargo and help them.
Okay. How would you do this as you make an athletics check, please?
Athletics check. That is 13 on the dice plus 3. Oh, I roll with advantage, though, so that's a 16. That's a 22. I got a 22.
Yes. Perfect. There
yeah.
was a reason you notice immediately these were the last boxes of cargo left on the deck. They are heavy. No wonder this giant creature, this elephant creature, humanoid Kavu, is struggling.
Carefully just take the top box off the stack for him at least, yeah.
He begins to adjust his trunk and is able to stand up a little straighter, and he says, "Thank you, Jimbo."
Yeah, no problem, man.
Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Yeah, I wanna try and help out with the cargo too.
Okay.
Make a little contraption.
All right. How are you attempting to do this with your contraption?
I am going to pull some lumber out of my bag of holding and kind of make like a rolling system down to wherever the cargo needs to go, using like ropes and pulleys and.
I feel like there's some sort of tool check that needs to be made here with the tool that you're choosing to use with these items. What tool are you using?
Probably be the tinkerer's tools.
Okay, let's make a sleight of hand check. I think that's what I want from you, and you're gonna add 5 to whatever you got because you're using tools.
That'd be 23, then plus 5.
Yeah.
Can I pretend I'm helping him with my mage hand?
Sure, absolutely. Roll for deception, please. If you roll higher than he just did, it's going to make it look like you were the mastermind.
How does a 25 look like helping?
It still looks like Arias's. This is his brainchild. As Professor Marcus, the halfling, begins to cast Mage Hand. It's invisible, right? As an arcane trickster, nobody can tell that. Actually, you would never receive any credit because nobody can see that you're helping him.
Well, the drops of the rain against the hand might actually make a sort of a shape of it.
All right. Everybody make a perception check.
I got a nat 20.
Yeah, I want full number.
21.
I got a 5. I'm busy carrying the boxes.
All right. Nobody sees the mage hand with the 25, which is what you rolled prior to this fan.
That's okay.
Professor Marcus.
Oh man,
Arias, you are seemingly having an easier time than you thought with this temporary rigging, this conveyor belt of sorts. It works exactly as you expected it to. Even though it's temporary, it's a little shambly. It's not going to last very long, but it'll do the job as you get some boxes set on this conveyor belt. Serena, can you make me some sort of perception check, please?
Or if it would tell me what it. Can you guys see the roll?
I saw you got a 7 on the dice.
Hang on,
I didn't. It didn't pop up with the other thing with like anything added.
11 total then.
11 total. You notice that the hirelings on these ships have some sort of discipline. Not really understanding what they're doing, but they seem to have routine. It doesn't necessarily make you more comfortable with the coming, with the panic of passengers, but at least the crew seems capable.
As we are on the ocean, so it might just be null and void. But as a water genasi, can I sense how big of a storm, like how much is gathering?
Let's give you advantage on your perception check, specifically towards the ocean and storm.
Serena is still distracted by the kid. With advantage, it's a
Gotcha.
14.
Okay, well, with a 14, you're not only distracted with the what has happened and the kids. You also spot among the last couple of boxes of cargo a crate, two different crates. One with like old Dragonborn clan sigils that have seemed like they're nearly erased by something, and then one that says fragile glass. Is there
Okay.
anything anyone wants to do with this?
Do the Dragonborn clan crates say anything, or are they just sigils?
They're just sigils. I'm not sure how familiar you are with them. What's your intention?
Well, I do speak Draconic and have a little bit of history with
Okay.
the Draconic
So
in the area.
they do make you think these are from the old world. That being if Serena's from the Forgotten Realms or not, you know of them. Not necessarily of the clan themselves, but definitely they're not native to Surlog or this realm.
Okay, I am gonna while everyone but Runt is busy helping with the crates. I'm gonna try and pull Professor Marcus aside and just be like, "Hey, you're good at getting in and out of things. Can you get into that crate without making it obvious you got into that crate?"
Sure. What do you have in mind? You're not gonna tell me, I know.
The click clatter of the crates being loaded onto the conveyor belt. Arias smiling with glee, like he's watching like a little wind-up toy going, and it's just that infectious click clack as it begins to roll down the staircase.
Okay.
Jim would start humming. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't have anything in mind. I just have a weird feeling about the sigils. I kind of want to know what's in it.
By having me jump in it, sure. I'm curious too. I'm also proficient with Draconic or many other things like Netherese. As a professor, would I recognize the sigils that she pointed out?
I
Wait, do you
want
say
you
that out loud?
to let's roll a history check. I think that's what I want from Marcus. Yes, please.
20.
20. Marcus, you're from the Forgotten Realms, isn't that correct? Your
My
family.
grandfather,
Yes.
my grandpapa was from the Forgotten Realms. So I studied obsessively, compulsively, and thoroughly everything about, well, even the
More
Netherese.
Netherese, yes.
But yeah,
you know
everything
what
linking too.
scratches that itch is not even so much the box with the Dragonborn sigil on it, but something strikes you odd about just a plain fragile glass box. Like the box isn't glass, like it says fragile glass.
Just to put it out there, that thing I was saying I would have in common with Arias and Professor Marcus is the Netherese. So can I make a check too?
Sure can.
Ooh.
I mean, you saw both these boxes.
Am I making a check as well?
Sense
Arias, I think you certainly
You're flying around.
can. I would say you have advantage because you're focused more so like on the boxes, and it's like, you know, you're watching them go by.
What's the check?
Let's say for everybody that's interested, history.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, not wonderful.
23.
You said disadvantage?
No, you have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage. Ooh.
Yeah, because you're intent on watching your creation work, and
Oh, wonderful.
you're studying the boxes like it's working perfect. It's perfect.
Oh, I gotta say, I am a genius, if I do say so myself.
Have some inspiration. 10 out of 10, dude. Do it again. Elwyn, the character Serena, the Water Genasi cleric, rolled pretty high. Marcus, what did you roll?
20.
20. And Arias, what do you roll?
19.
The three of you, it specifically to Netherese artifacts and such, they've got an obsession with glass. And even though it's a long shot, any odd crate that says fragile glass, it's not unreasonable to think that maybe we should check that out, maybe not.
Okay, I'm jumping inside the crate, as
Okay.
suggested.
Marcus flies down the contraption after the crates, rolling just as elegantly down, and he disappears with the crates down into the cargo hold. I assume after a time, Elwyn and Serena and Arias also are finishing things up. Arias, as the last crate is loaded, Kavu, Jim, and Runt kind of have collaborated together back on deck, talking about the music of the bagpipes and things of that nature, and flexing all their muscles together, shaking hands,
Really
doing the
broing
manly
out.
stuff. Yeah, dude. And the three
Playing
of
some
you
hack.
disappear down the stairs. Arias, you deconstruct your construction, as it was only temporary, as you walk down the stairs, just as quick as you set it up.
Oh, and I wish my parents could see me now. Mom and Dad would be so proud of me.
As you say
Love
that, you
I'd be a
notice
man
that
in the tribe now.
at the bottom of the cargo hold, there was nobody stacking the crates. They're all just rolled off onto each other right at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
We gotta move quick. It is what it is.
The final box happens to be the fragile glass box. It is rolling towards the end of the conveyor.
Ooh.
I'll yoink it real quick. Yoink.
Jim, you're not down there. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not down there. Oh, right.
Marcus is right behind the box. Marcus, with your fingertips on the box, it's up to you to soften the impact. Let's make...
Break the landing with your body, Marcus!
Wait, has he cracked it open yet?
No, we're sliding off the end of the conveyor belt for fun. Marcus, let's make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 17.
Yeah, okay. So the box begins to fall and your fingertips grasp hard with your invisible mage hand to stabilize. You twist and cushion the box's blow. As you twist midair, the box lands on your tummy, your back hits the floor. You don't take any damage. It wasn't a long fall. It's just you listen to the box and you don't hear any crash.
Do I hear the glass making noise inside though? Because I'm always a little bit clumsy.
Right. No, that's what I intended to describe, that you didn't hear any glass breaking. Elwyn, Arias, you don't hear any glass breaking either.
Okay.
And
All right. I'm opening the box.
wait, before Professor,
No,
I don't know why you want to open that box. I know why. I'm interested in that box.
because I have a crowbar.
But the things I know about what might be in that box, you might want to be careful.
Oh.
Ooh, what's in the box?
Yeah,
What's in the box? Everybody,
Crack it open, Marcus. Crack it open. Oh, I'm intrigued.
You're just saying things for me to open the box. You're not helping. I think
Okay.
this
Before you open it, you are both also very interested in that box. Why are you interested in the box? Why this box?
I have a sneaky
you're breaking up, Fant.
suspicion that's. Oh, sorry.
You're good now. Try again.
I said I have a sneaky suspicion that there's something inside the box that is not just simple glass.
Well,
Prove
as
me
for
wrong.
me, I as you can see, I'm a craftsman, and it says fragile. Crafts are normally fragile, so I just have a healthy appreciation for all kinds of crafts. Also, you're interested. And if you're interested, then I'm interested, because I'm a nosy boy.
Make a deception check for me, Arias.
I was about to say, can I
feel
insight
like
him?
this is Netherese?
I believe he's interested.
No, we know he's interested, but he's being coy.
Oh, that's a
So, yeah, you guys catch that he's being coy. Marcus, are you opening the box? Let's push the narrative. Are you opening the box?
I am slowly but gently putting my crowbar towards the opening of the box to see Serena's face.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're pretending we don't know what we all know because that really poor attempt at lying tells me you know what I'm talking about.
Well, it's Netherese, and it's just interesting. Okay,
Okay,
I don't know what's gonna be in this.
what do we know about the Netheries?
Marcus pries open the top of the box while you guys are having this conversation, and your conversation stops as the three of you look inside, and you notice strange glass fragments hidden underneath hay within the one cargo crate. They're shards of obsidian glass.
Ooh.
I think it's going to
Well-
have the opposite effect, but I would recommend not touching them.
Well,
I'm going to close it for a second and say, well, just because it's Netherese, it doesn't mean it's going to do us harm. Actually, magic in the Netherese is not very common here. So I'm interested in knowing that.
Well,
what we can do with
I'm
this.
not worried about being caused harm. I'm worried about ritual sacrifice. We don't know what this is.
One could speculate that magic does maybe work different in this land. So it could not have an effect at all. But
He's got a point.
Marcus, what good scientists would we be if we did not at least try?
For
The
once,
two of
I'm
you-
with Arias.
The two of you, Arias and Marcus, this is your wheelhouse. Both of you make me, or one of you help the other, an investigation check.
I go with we both make investigations.
Okay.
That was a good call.
Does a 26 beat his 1 plus whatever bonuses he has?
It's an 8.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Arias, you can't sort anything out without being too invasive. As a scientist, you're not necessarily willing to disrupt whatever may or may not be going on. Marcus, however, with your skill as an archaeologist, you deftly begin to maneuver the hay around the glass without disturbing the glass itself. This looks like it's been used. It's already tapped. This is old shards, perfect for museum or study.
I
Well,
will relay
Marcus-
that information. Serena, I don't think we're sacrificing anybody here. Let's do this for the
No, us?
science.
Serena's just gonna put her fingers against her temples. So what Serena knows about the Netheries involves a lot of stuff that we can talk about, but it's very highly religious, and the source of the religion isn't known, but it includes a lot of sacrifice and stuff. Can I do a religion check, see if anything's tied to this glass?
You certainly can make a religion check. Do so with advantage because good reasoning. You're stressed out. Serena is stressed out.
19.
With a 19, Serena, you're pretty confident that whether or not these shards are imbued with magic still, there's no way they weren't used for some sort of malice.
Okay.
So does that satisfy?
Yes. I will say again, don't touch them. Okay, put it down. Let's see if we can find out why it's here, who brought it here, where it's going.
Let's turn the conversation right into talking with each other about why they're interested, sort of thing, because there's no like I said, there's no real hidden conspiracy right at this moment.
Well, Serena,
I think this belongs
why
to
are
a
you
museum.
interested?
Why am I a museum? A museum on the Okay,
Yeah.
so you know about the Netheries and you think it belongs in a museum. What do you think you know about them?
Well, all I know is that if we are ever to get back to the Forgotten Realms, this is the way. This is what my papa investigated all his life. So anything of an artifact that its nether is belongs to a museum. I need to prove him right.
Excellent.
Well-
Let's change positions from Arius and why he's motivated.
Well, you know, all I really know about the Netheries is they are sometimes really, really sharp-tongued. They're phenomenal partiers. I do have to admit, in my younger days, wonderful times. I knew a few chaps that
It's
were
clear
Netheries.
that you were culted. You were in a cult.
No, I wouldn't say a cult, but 200 years of just adventuring and stuff. I've met some people.
They've been extinct forever. What do you mean you've partied with them?
Look. Just
He goes,
because
look,
they're-
and starts dancing.
just
Look.
because they're
Sorry.
widely known as extinct doesn't mean that there aren't just like a few, maybe halves, maybe wholes, every like 100 years or so. You
Okay.
just find them.
And
So-
Serena, you can contrast and figure that out, but also like, why are you interested?
Yeah. Why are
Uh,
you interested, Serena?
Yeah, tell us.
The church has been looking into them for a very long time because of how they interact, what they were, and what they did. They're a hive mind worshipping a god that willed them to kill themselves for the betterment of a goal that we don't know what it is, and we don't know who or what the god is.
Well, it seems like you know a lot more about these guys than I do.
Some.
Yeah, so
And-
what they are.
Netheries was evil.
Well-
They mastered magic, but that
You
was
guys
it.
hear and see the elephant Kavu thumping down the stairs, and he
Oops.
looks at the three of you and is like, pardon. He's very large, and he squeezes by, and he goes, oh, Butterfingers, and he picks up the open box of fragile glass and kind of squeezes the top back on nice and tight. Good stuff, good work. And he turns and he begins to stack all the crates.
Well,
You
not
guys,
so fast. As the ship historian and navigational consultant, we want to investigate this a little bit more. What can you tell us about this crate that says fragile?
Gee.
he lifts one of his ears and he goes, what? And the night rolls. The harbor is far behind you, and ahead lies only black ocean. The rain has stopped. Night falls hard, and you guys collect yourselves all back up on the deck. And as you all look up, the stars are fantastic. In the black of this night, far away from civilization, the sky looks as if it's been pierced with a needle 1,000 times. All different colors of stars emit as you breathe in deeply with a sort of satisfaction. Let's make a perception check, please. Everyone.
Buddy.
Everybody.
Oof. That is a 6. I am not very perceptive today.
That's okay.
Ooh,
The professor
17.
got 17.
Oh,
Good.
twins.
18.
Good.
Got a whole 13.
Good.
Apparently, Runt can see everything at the moment.
Runt has really good eyeballs right now.
Arias, what'd you roll?
17.
Okay. So everyone except for Jem has heard the wisp of the wind, the screech of the wind as it picks up on the horizon and sends ripples through the sea. The sea turns violent as that gust of wind picks up, followed by waves growing inside on your approach. A massive swell crashes against the ship's broadside. Everybody that perceived the wind can make a deck save with advantage, please. Jim, regular deck save.
Feels
Please.
brewing.
I knew it. You always bring the ma before the storm.
That's environmental storytelling, my friend.
It's gonna
I
be
know.
an
I
Dex
love it.
save. You said Dex with advantage.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Ready?
A
Oof,
massive
I'm
five.
at a. I'm also at a massive 5. Jeez, having a
16.
bad day.
You might need to log out and log back in like Serena had to do, like Eloin had to do.
Using real dice. I always use real actual physical dice.
Is that everybody?
Yep.
Everybody that rolled higher than a 13 has their sea legs. Those that didn't fall down prone, taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the ship kind of hurtles them across the deck.
Did we hit a rock?
Ooh, man.
No, it's the
we got
wave.
sideswiped by a bit of a good sized wave.
The rest of the crew across the deck of the Vanishing Weight is hurtled as well as it tilts suddenly to the port side. For those of us that aren't boat people, that's the left side.
Yep.
R&R, you look, has assumed the helm as the first mate slided Sam, a nimble, small, 4-foot goblin with yellow eyes and green pointed ears, jumps to the ropes with glee, like, wee, it's go time.
Yeah.
At the same time, below deck, something enormous has broken loose. You hear snaps and scuttles. A scream cuts upward through the floorboards. You think you hear Kavu yell, "Cargo hold!" With R&R and Slided Sam in control of things here, what would you guys like to do?
I'm going down to the cargo hold.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see what's scuttling around in there.
Yep.
Anybody choosing things that are different? Or are we
I'm
headed
going
down?
to tiptoe there.
Okay.
Hi ho,
As-
hi ho. To the cargo hold we go.
As
Tim's
the
gonna play that
party
on the bagpipes
reaches...
to announce our entrance as tiptoe
That's
through
fine.
the door.
Do it.
Anyway.
You guys fly down the stairs into the lower deck, and chaos reigns before you. There are dim lanterns that are swinging wildly as the seawater from the waves that are throwing the ship around seem to drip through the seams in the hull. Crates have slid violently from wall to wall, with some regular crews clinging to the support beams. There are water puddles that are rushing across the floorboards, and there are 2 shattered barrels that have spilled not only rations, but fresh water throughout the cargo hold. Pinned against the center mast support beam between a large cargo crate that, Jim, you recognize, it's one of the real heavy fuckers from before.
Gotcha.
Is Kavu, the Luxodon, straining with every ounce of his might to keep it from sliding into the rest of the cargo hold like a wall. There are the 2 smaller crates behind him, the Dragonborn markings and the fragile glass crate. He trumpets out, "Don't let them break!" What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna pull out 2 chains from my bag of holding and hand them to Jim and tell him to hook them up to keep the cargo back.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that and help Cavo push the thing back to the other wall and figure out how to chain it up to the other wall.
Because, Jimbo!
You 2 get the 2 cargo boxes. Runt will help Cavo.
Run, Jimbo! There's not much time as he strains. The 2 of you make athletics checks with advantage due to Arias's help.
And assuming that Marcus is going to go for the netheries, I will try and grab the dragon crate out of the way.
22.
Right?
27 natural. 20.
Yeah. Okay. You guys would definitely maneuver. You kind of you strain your muscles. You notice each of you have the same kind of physique. You both have practiced for a very long time to gain these things. As you pull with the chain and you push with the wood, you help settle the cargo in and restrain it with Arias's chain and strap things down and otherwise secure the cargo. Eloin, you...
I jokingly, I'm like, do you even lift, bros?
Kabu, the Luxodon kind of goes to like flex his trunk with his arms. He's like, ah! It's very roidy. Eloin, Serena goes for the Dragonborn crate, and Marcus, it was kind of declared you're going for the fragile glass crate. Is that your intention?
Aye, Captain.
You dive for the glass crate. Make a sleight of hand check for me, please. Elowin, Serena goes for the Dragonborn crate. You can choose to do an athletics check for me. Otherwise, you can get creative. If you've got powers or stuff, you guys can also use your powers to solve problems.
I want to use shape water and mending to put all of the water back in the barrels.
Yeah, if you're not inspired, be inspired. That's fantastic. The barrels, however, Arias realizes quickly need to be set upright. He's going to need some help. Otherwise, that was fantastic. Good work.
I can help
assuming
him
the
out with
grade-
just stacking barrels. Yeah.
Did you say I needed to make a check for that, or is it
No,
just
that
right now?
just happens. Good work.
Okay, cool.
Do I need to make a check for helping him stack?
The crate is. Oh,
Sorry, no. Go ahead, Marcus.
No, Jim can go first.
Jim, you
He
do
already
not
answered.
need
You're
to
good.
make a check. You guys have already otherwise secured the cargo. It's easy for you to upright it for Arias. Arias is just too tiny.
Gotcha.
The poor professor, he's not very tall. Assuming the crate is probably even bigger than him. He rolled a 10. So in desperation, he's going to cast elementalism to try to cause some dirt to sort of stabilize the whole thing.
Okay.
On a
I
1
like that.
foot cube.
I like
Yeah.
that. I have advantage on your sleight of hand then.
Oh, thank you. That's much better because now it's a 28.
With a puff of dirt and the tips of your fingers that are deftly maneuvered to grasp this crate of fragile glass. Serena, you are going for
I
the
caress the
Dragonborn
crate as well.
and
Yeah.
make an athletics check for me, or would you like to argue for use of a spell or some other check that would be applied?
I don't have utility spells like that, so we're just gonna maybe destroy the crate because I got a 12.
Okay. 12 is not enough to grasp the box as it begins to slide away from your hands. As everybody makes a dex save, another impact slams into the vessel. Another wave.
Shit, where'd my 20 go?
Not this time, Wind. I got a
Ooh.
21.
Oh, there it is.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, I got a 3. Can I also give
That's-
my my 2
Uh,
inspirations to other people because I
Oh,
already had
sure.
inspiration?
Yeah, generally
Got
you
9.
usually can only have one inspiration, but also, give inspiration to each other. That's fine.
Yeah, wonderful.
I got a 15. I got a 15.
Who failed is the real question.
Run.
I definitely failed.
Okay, I'm gonna give
so-
my inspiration to Runt and Marcus.
Yes.
Yay, thank you.
You are inspired by
Otherwise-
Arias.
Yes.
And then I'm
Wasn't
just
much
gonna
better.
Arias,
Oh
how do
my.
you inspire everybody?
As I'm being hurtled across the ship because I also failed,
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, "Stay strong, my compatriots! Don't
And
let it break you!"
It's almost like your voice got tinier as you slam into the side of the wall.
Okay. I rolled an 8 and it became a 9.
Uh-huh.
Gave me the inspiration. I rolled a natural 20 for
Good.
21.
Everybody
Oh, yeah.
that rolled higher than a 13 has saved. Everybody who failed, Arias, takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
I also failed, so
Oh, dear.
I'm also
Marcus.
gonna throw up. Yeah.
The two of you are considered prone as 5 giant crabs. You hear a
Dinner.
bunch of thuds against the top deck with this second wave as 5 giant crabs have
Oh, gosh.
clumsily clattered and slid down the flight of stairs with a large splash carried by a wave. The party needs to roll for initiative.
Oh my.
Yay. Dinner's
While
served.
we're doing that, can I also bless the 2 that just got hurt? Can I cast bless on them?
Genuinely, that I'll allow it. Sure.
Sure.
Yes.
Cool.
Quick as fuck.
I got a
Cast
19.
Bless. Bless is just an additive thing. You don't even have to roll for it.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying I got a 19 for the roll that you asked us to make, and I did bless.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They get 1d4 to their saving rolls or attack rolls now.
All right.
Ooh.
Arias, what'd you roll for initiative?
I rolled a 13.
No, mine is not popping up. I rolled a 19.
No, I rolled 2
Perfect.
initiatives on accident.
Marcus or Jim, who goes first?
He can
You
go.
can go. Yeah. You want me to
Yeah,
go?
you
All right.
Yeah,
Roll
yeah,
a
yeah.
Alright.
d20.
No, I don't do that. We just
Yeah.
Marcus told Jim
Alright.
he's going first.
All right. So we got crab people. You said.
One moment. I'll update you in just a second. Serena, what'd you roll for initiative?
17.
Perfect. And Runt, what'd you roll?
16.
Beautiful. With 5 giant crabs clumsily clattering down the flight of stairs, carried by a wave, the party you recognize needs to get to the top deck. What would you guys like to do as the 5 crabs begin to pinch and snap at you?
Oh, I'm absolutely.
With 1 on each of you, with a 19 to hit Jim, a 17 to hit Marcus, a 18 to hit Serena, a 13 to hit Runt, and a 10 to hit Arias.
Definitely hit
If
me.
you got hit, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled between the claws.
Professor Marcus is going to cast shield.
Very good. So Marcus is unhit.
I'm gonna cast deflect attack.
Okay, perfect.
So 1d10. Where's my d10?
That just reduces the damage, or
Deflect attack. When attack roll that includes bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage hits you, you can reduce. Oh wait, no. I want to do deflect attack, redirect attack. If you reduce the damage to 0 via deflect attacks, you can expend 1 focus point to redirect some of the attack's force. If you do, oh no, I guess yeah. I'll just do the other one. I'm not. Well, no.
yeah, don't worry about it. You're about to fight so many of these things. Let's just get it.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna do regular deflect attack.
right,
So I'm
very
gonna
good.
reduce the damage. 1d10. So that's a 2 plus 5. I'm reducing damage by 7. So yeah. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
I don't
say
take damage
it's
when I'm grappled.
deflected. It's not you. You're not hit. You slap the claw. You know.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
For those that don't know, Jim is a fire giant, and
Yes.
he's a monk. All right, so Jim, you're up. It's your turn.
All right. I am going to try to grapple this son of a bitch.
Okay,
I'm putting
that's
this
an
crab.
unarmed strike attack. Please?
Yeah. D20 roll. That's a 13 plus 6, so 19.
The giant crab before you is grappled. What would you like to do? You still have an extra attack or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna put this fucking crab in a Boston crab and do fire's burn with it.
Okay, roll
So,
damage.
all right, so for the
with
unarmed.
advantage to hit.
Okay. Cool. Oh, if I had to roll to hit again, I probably didn't get it. I think I only got
So what
9.
had happened was you rolled to set the difficulty class for it to escape a grapple, and then on your extra attack, you attacked with advantage.
Okay, well, I did not get the attack.
Okay, so you rolled 2 and you rolled low on both?
Yeah, it was a 2 and 3 on the dice, so it's 8 and a 9.
Yeah, your hands just don't find purchase on the hard shell of the crab. Are you doing anything else?
Well, I guess that's my 2 attacks. Let's see, bonus action. I guess I can. If I did my 2 normal attacks, my bonus action, can I still do more attacks? No, right? They can't be attackable.
I think
It's
you
gonna
need
be
to
the-
connect with your attack.
Yeah, I gotta do I can only
unarmed
do other
strike
things.
bonus
Yeah.
action. All right, Marcus.
Yeah, I'm good.
What would you like to do?
I am going to start cooking this mother something
Yeah.
with fireball.
Okay, D20 to hit, please.
Whoops. I'm going to board the ship 8.
Yeah, your firebolt connects with the carapace of the crab, and it kind of gets deflected. Although the crab looks at you as it's clearly been heated up. Are you doing anything
Okay.
else?
I just did this prone for the cinematics of it. I do get
Sure.
up and use my movement and bonus action disengage and then and then get a little bit away from this guy.
Okay. You can go.
I'm
going to
try to position this so that I want him to follow me, I guess, up the stairs.
Well, you can't make your way up the stairs because there's a line of giant crabs that have poured in down the stairs, right?
Oh, so it does not make sense that I try to run away.
Yeah, yep.
Nowhere to hide.
You can probably
Okay.
hide behind a crate or something. Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna circle around.
You
him.
hide behind the fragile crate.
Yeah, exactly. Go behind under his legs, cunning dodge.
Make a stealth check for me, please, and then remember that number.
Remember.
As he does that, Serena, you are up.
Before I do anything about the crabs, how much water got into the cargo hold?
It's not your immediate concern. It's not a ton of water. It's just splashed from a wave that carried crabs onto the ship.
Okay. I'm a one-trick pony, so I'm just gonna summon some lions and see what crabs can do about that.
So you cast Spirit Guardians, and it's a 15-foot radius.
It is a 15-foot radius, yes.
All right. These little lions appear and emanate around you, beginning to flit around in circles and circles, guarding your perimeter. Roll damage for all these crabs as I roll the wisdom saves. I am assuming that's what
Wisdom, yeah.
What's the DC, please? I'm
15.
assuming it's 15. Yeah, okay. One of them saves, but roll damage, please.
14 total.
Okay. Would you like to describe how the four giant crabs between Marcus and his freedom get chewed up?
Yeah, you go,
Just
girl.
a bunch of tiny little lions, and just like with Rin, there's an ally in danger, so they're gonna eat what's doing it.
Yep. No. They furiously pounce and flit through the bodies as if they're not even there, as the radiant damage kind of deletes them from existence. The final crab is missing a few legs. It's bloodied. That is your action. You have movement and anything else you want to do.
Was the one on me one of the ones that died?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, I will make my way as far to or up the stairs as I can with 30 feet of movement.
Loading. As you make your way up the stairs. Sorry. Of course, I press one button and everything changes. As you make your way to the top deck.
You're at the beach. It's sunny.
Dozens, you see before you a nightmare scenario. On every inch of the top deck here, dozens, Serena, you need to continue to roll damage, as dozens of giant crabs have been poured onto the deck. As you move forward, they are entering the emanation of spirit guardians. Beyond the landing of the stairs, there have to be about 40 or so more giant crabs that have been dredged up from the swell. Their shells are glistening orange and blue beneath the starlight as they swarm the ship and begin to lower it slightly underneath the weight.
Well, let's delete as many of them as I can. I got a 21 that time.
Yeah, okay. So I would say approximately with your movement, that's going to get like 10 of them. As you rush forward using your emanation to clear the path. For Rhea, of course, you're gone.
And I'll call back and tell them, there's a lot of them up here. Be careful. But if you stay by me, it seems like they're not very strong.
Runt, you're up.
You said there was one still alive down there?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it won't be for long, because Runt's going to go towards it and swing with his maul.
Slam.
D20s.
Yay!
A natural 20 for 27.
All right. Excellent. So you know how I rule crits. It's the full possible damage plus whatever you roll.
Okay,
so if you roll a d8, it starts at 8 points of damage plus whatever you roll.
plus bonus.
All right, well, ignore this because I'm just going to do that to get it out of the way. So it would be 12, and then hang on. Dogs, don't you start.
He says to the crab.
Six.
He says,
Let's
"Dog,
help
don't
all."
you start."
So yeah,
I'm assuming it's the one that I'm still kind of grappling around with that lost a leg or two now from the lions. So
Oh, you're going to be holding on to bits and pieces of that one.
Oh, so yeah.
We're gonna have crab legs for dinner.
I literally wrote it in there, Arias. Good work.
Do
Have
I get another
inspiration. Yes.
so it'd be
I want to cook
12
it
plus
first.
10, so 22 damage.
Okay. You want to describe what happens to this crab?
Well, being that it is currently, I guess it would be the one that's being grappled by
You could combo. Don't worry about it.
by
kind of tried to grapple each other and didn't really accomplish it. We're kind of like tussling. Like
Jimbo.
Run. I don't want to correct you, but
Brian,
I think you did
essentially, he
40
just
damage.
does a quick downward swing with his his massive hammer,
Mm-hmm.
and essentially somehow hits the perfect spot on the top of the carapace of the crab, and just swiftly caves it in.
Yeah. You know you've caused this crab no pain. It was clean. A clean kill.
that was rad, Ron.
That brings us to crabs scuttling above deck. Serena, is it when they swarm Serena, I need to make wisdom saves as they enter the space for the first time. Is that correct?
Yes.
How many
all
wise
die.
crabs?
Okay. Roll damage as the crabs begin to crawl across their defeated brethren's bodies, and a wall of crab begins to try to enter Serena's emanation of tiny lion-like defenders.
14.
Okay. So 5 of them make it to you, Serena, and they make attacks upon you with does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay, then they all miss. They aren't able to get a hold of the right amount of your armor, or you deftly move your limb out of the way just before the snap. All right. That brings us to Arias.
Oh man. So there's no crabs downstairs. I'm gonna run up to the top deck.
Mm-hmm. As you do, you see a pile of bodies being built like a wall in front of Serena.
I'm sorry. Just one question.
Mm-hmm.
So it's whenever they enter and whenever they end their turn. So do they have to do it again?
That's correct. Thank you. Good catch.
Oh man. Oh, that wall's growing.
Go for damage, and the wisdom save is 15. Only one of them saved.
Okay, so the one that wait, well, where did it go? The one
It's
that
half
saves
damage.
takes 6, the others take 12.
Yeah. The rest of them, they all perish.
Are
Due
they
to-
all coming from one direction?
Since Arias, you fly up there, you look around, there's a group there were 2 groups essentially that Serena just took care of, and there are 2 more groups. There's one climbing the rafters and one headed toward Arnar and Ren that are up at the helm. Arnar has been shooting his arrows now that you've taken a moment to kind of absorb the skirmish that's taking place, and shooting crabs that are continuing to climb over the walls into the ship proper, and Ren is casting Eldritch Blast and Firebolt up into the crow's nest, hitting crabs that are chasing Slighted Sam around as he slings himself between ropes.
The goblin.
Is the biggest group going towards Captain R&R and Ren?
There are 2 big
Or-
groups, one that is climbing, one that is going towards R&R and Ren.
Okay, I'm gonna line myself up with the group going to Captain R&R and Ren, and cast Thunderwave on all of them.
Okay, what's the area of effect of Thunderwave?
It is
Do you have to be
from
the center?
myself. Yeah, it's from myself and a 15-foot cube.
15-foot cube. So the cube is centered on yourself. What is the radius? Is it 5-foot radius? Is it 10-foot radius?
No, it's 15.
It's 15-foot radius.
It doesn't have a radius. It's just a 15-foot cube.
Okay, so we're gonna say that you can get most of these guys as you fly into the center and cast. Is that a Constitution save?
Yes, it will be save of 15.
So one of them saves.
Wonderful. It's gonna be second level.
Oh, two of them save out of 10.
Oh, wonderful.
You got the next group.
Yeah, it's gonna be 12 damage, and all those that failed are pushed away by 10 feet.
Yeah, the ones that are pushed away by 10 feet, some of them are flung off the side of the ship, and those that aren't are slammed against the mast and other wooden bits of the ship that are still up, and their insides are now their outsides.
And then the two that failed take 6 points of damage.
Yeah, they are bloodied, but they still have like shell missing. They're still actively
Wonderful.
surviving.
And then,
is there anything else you want to do?
Yep, as a bonus action, I would like to activate my defensive field.
And what is that for everybody?
It's just 5 bonus HP to myself.
Very good.
And that ends my turn.
All right, very good. As the mob of giant crabs up in the rafters kind of hear the thunder wave crack against the rip and scream of the storm, all their eyeballs look down and see Serena and Arias and all the bodies of the crabs around you, and they begin to scuttle back down the ropes, back down the mast towards the two of you. Some begin to snap forward and climbing down the rigging away from Sam. You've definitely got their attention. Which brings us back to Jim. Jim, you're up.
All right, so I was still downstairs. I guess I come upstairs and I'm like, man. Oh wait, is there? You said there is still some like coming at us?
Yeah, there's a bunch of giant crabs coming down the rigging. There's like 20.
Even though some are starting to leave. There. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just dash
Make
over
a perception check for me, please, and then you can have your turn.
Hey, there we go. That's a 19.
With a 19,
Plus,
you notice there are only a few crabs. Like there are like 20 crabs in the rigging yet. You look around and all the bodies that are still on the ship. There's a lot of weight on the ship. There's too much weight on the ship. Continue.
Okay.
You don't have to change your tactics. You're still in a fight. That was just narrative.
Yeah,
immersion.
I got you. No, still good to know. So I'm gonna, like I said, dash forward and unarmed strike them with a Superman punch. I'm gonna try to like punch them off the fucking ship. And if it hits, I'm gonna do flurry blows and I'm try to like aim each new blow at the next oncoming crab.
D20, please.
Yep.
You can have advantage.
That's that was 18, and then this one's 20, dirty 20.
Yes, roll damage.
Alrighty, so where's my D8 there? All right, that's a 6 plus 3 is 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then flurry of
You
blows.
crush this crab underneath your mighty fire giant fist. It falls from the rigging and splatters across the deck. You've got crabs before you.
Yeah, so I kind of daftly grab the rigging myself and start punching at the other one. So my flurry of blows. 2 more strikes. Okay, it's 2 more. Oh, that's another 9. That's another 9. That's wild. Okay.
So
Use your bless.
What'd you say?
Use your bless.
You bless.
I gave the
You're
bless to
also
you
blessed.
guys.
You can
Oh.
choose for each other. So you can choose
Oh,
yourself. So you can
Gotcha.
add a D4 to those.
cool. The D4. That's a 4 on the first D4.
You hit.
That's a 1 on the next D4.
You missed the second one. So attack the crab before you.
All right. So 17 hits, and
Yeah.
then that's another 9 on the damage.
Excellent. Practically the same thing happens to this crab where you hammer strike it and it falls clattering across the deck. You've practiced. Practice is finally paying off. Marcus, what do you do?
Do I have any line of sight hidden, peeking over the crowd?
No,
crate.
you're technically behind the crate in the cargo hold down the stairs from where the magic is happening.
Okay. Do I get there in 30 feet, tiny feet?
Yes.
Okay. I get up there. Now, if I do this, can I steady aim from where I am now?
Technically,
bonus action?
no, but we're going to allow it.
No, if technically no, it's fine. It's just because it's a bonus action, but then my speed is 0, but
Yep.
it's okay. I will just try to shoot my crossbow. Is there any crab near anyone?
They're like
Jim's
climbing
in
on
the
top of
thick
my
thing.
head.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
like
one-
I'm like climbing up to the crow's nest, and they're like climbing down onto my head, and I'm punching them off.
That one is gonna get a crossbow.
Yep. D20, please.
It's a dirty
Yes,
20.
you hit. Roll damage.
All right. The first part of the arrow is gonna go as 7. Are you gonna giving me
Sneak attack damage? Yes.
sneak attack damage?
Yes.
Okay.
As one of your allies is right there.
All right. So that's an additional 11 damage. So all together now it's 18 damage on that one.
Okay, so for fun, the bolt pierces the carapace of this crab. You kill that crab. If you want to describe how that bolt continues through and hits the crab behind it and doing the leftover damage.
Yeah, well, basically, I always go between the eyes, which doesn't make sense in the case of crabs, but it just goes underneath
Right in the bubbles.
shell. Yes. Right in the bubbles. They get disoriented, tries to hold on to the one above him. They start to actually fight at each other. No, you fall. No, I fall. And then they both
they're panicking.
land on the ground, and the pieces scatter all over everyone, including Serena and Runt and whoever is down there.
The orange and blue shell shatter, clattering across the deck, and the wind and the rain quickly sweeps the light pieces away. That brings us to Serena.
Okay.
Sorry
so
for
how
getting
many are left?
There are approximately 15 up in the rigging that have climbed halfway down. With your emanation, because it's not just circular, it's kind of a bubble. If you were to go up, you might take care of things.
All right, let's do that.
As you begin to climb, I don't believe you have a climbing speed, do you?
Nope.
Okay. Well, rigging is designed for climbing, so I'm not gonna disadvantage that. You got full moving speed. As you climb up the rigging, the wind howls through your ears, and your emanation meets as many giant crabs as it can. I need to roll wisdom saves.
Okay, my dice are cursed again.
That's okay. I only had one roll of 15. The rest rolled awful.
14 total damage.
As the 10 giant crabs, when I say giant crabs, they are the size of a person, right? Enter your emanation. They are ripped to shreds by your lion defenders. Your little radiant lions begin to pull them to pieces, and they begin to fall. Are you doing anything else?
The one that didn't die, how far is it from me?
I would say 10 feet.
And do I have any movement left, or did I use it all?
Sure. Yeah, you got movement.
I want to go and whack it.
Okay, you do so. How are you whacking?
I have my sword, so I'm just gonna cling to the rigging and try and stab it.
Yeah, this is awesome. Do it with advantage because it feels cinematic.
I'm gonna stick with the 18 to hit.
Yes, it connects.
All right, and that's one-handed. So
Is this your sword of Rhea?
yes.
For those, it's like a blessed sword. Is there anything visual about the sword that you need to describe, or does it just look like a sword?
It looks like a pretty normal sword. There's just a golden gem embedded in the hilt that glows.
Spattered by rain and wet and cold, she begins to swing at the crab. She connects. Roll damage, please.
8 damage.
With 8 points of damage, would you like to describe how you slay this crab?
Yeah. Serena is not very strong, but she has also had her lion softening up these crabs, so she's gonna desperately cling, raise the sword in her other hand, and crack its shell basically in half.
You knock the thing, you shock it unconscious with the last bit of your sword, and it perishes, falling almost in slow motion as the waves have tilted the mast over top of the water, not over top of the ship. It kerplunks into the ocean itself. Which brings us to Runt. The 5 giant crabs have climbed down and surround Runt. Runt,
Well,
what
no.
do you do?
This
This is the final countdown. This is it. This is the last ones.
Dun, dun,
Alright.
dun.
sec. My page had refresh itself for some reason.
They had to use their dash action to reach you.
Okay. Let's. Yeah, we will bonus action rage,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to channel in the wolf. I think that's the one.
Yep.
Which, if any still are for the next person, I think would give them advantage on
Right.
attacks.
Yeah, I'm informed. What do you do?
I'm trying to get it all activated so I know that modifiers and stuff gets done. Why don't they just make it a little easier to find all these things?
All right. Do you intend to swing your sword or the
Yeah.
maul or?
The
Going to
maze.
have to get my rage and all that activated. That way it
Are you reckless
applies on-
attacking?
I plan on reckless attacking, yes. So it would
Okay,
be
so-
advantage for myself, and then they
Yes.
get advantage on me as well.
Okay, and with the wolf, do you get anything extra, or is that just
Uh,
your
The
allies?
wolf, it will give. That's wording for.
No worries. How about you just roll with advantage on your attack rolls, please?
Yeah, allies have advantage on attack rolls against any enemy of mine within 5 feet of me.
Yeah. And all right, Arias is chomping at the bit.
yeah.
Roll your
Reckless
attacks, please.
attack with the maul, whichever one's closest.
You're surrounded on all sides.
26 to hit,
Yeah, you connect. Roll damage.
and then 17 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, with 17, you crush through one of the carapaces, and I'm doing the optional cleaving rule because it's fun, and the damage carries over into the crab that was just next to it. You can continue to roll to hit if
All
you'd like.
We'll attack again. This time it will have to be normal. I'm pretty sure it does an 11 hit.
11 does not hit a giant
Then
crab.
I miss.
The armor of the crab is resilient to the mace as it's been kind of blunted by the crab before it. Are you doing anything else?
Nope, that'll be all of my
Very
action
good.
economy I have.
Arias, you're up.
Yeah.
Can I
How
shout down
close
to
am I the
Arias?
nearest crab?
20 feet.
20 feet. What do you want to shout, Jimbo?
I want to shout down, hey, buddy, the ship is tipping. Can you gadget us out of that before you fight things? There's only like one left. We just took out 80.
You guys look over, and R&R and Rin are working together to right the wheel, to turn the wheel. Now that Slided Sam isn't being pursued, the ship is starting to list back upright.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't address it. I didn't narrate it. Now that it was brought up, I just wanted to put it through.
Yeah, we're going to some surf and turf here, guys. Hold the wheel.
Yeah. I would like to. How many crabs are left? Is it just that one? that
4.
I'm 20 feet away. 4. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, 4.
There should be 4 because
4.
there was 5 surrounding it.
Okay. All right. And whereabouts are they all?
They had
Circling Runt.
gone down where Runt is. I believe Runt, you were still in the cargo hold?
No, Runt would have
No.
been making his way. He would probably
Up.
just gotten up out of the
Okay.
stairway for the cargo hold.
Yeah, so Runt's standing in front of the stairs. That's good.
Are they all within a 15-foot radius of each other?
Yeah, they're
Or
in
not a
Arias.
15, a 5-foot.
Arias, do the thing. Do it, dude.
Oh, okay. Can I get a wisdom save from all the crabs?
Is this also going to affect Run?
Yeah, probably.
Oopsie daisy.
Right, can I get a wisdom
Alrighty.
save?
Yep. Everybody, I rolled a 16 on one of them, and the rest of them did not. Is this a wisdom save? What is happening? What spell are you
I
casting?
am casting sleep, so all those that fail, night.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming I was there, but I rolled 17. Do I fall asleep?
You do
No.
not.
Because I was right there.
I think
just
Run saved as well. Run, you rolled, right?
Runt have not rolled yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get my.
I saw a dice roll.
Please fall
Save.
asleep. Please fall asleep. Yes.
Roll, but I don't see it. Okay, there it is. Does an 11 save?
It does
No.
not, sadly.
So Runt goes down like a sack of taters.
Well, Run's sleeping. And one of the crabs saved, right?
So they're incapacitated, so they can't move or speak or anything. And next turn they have to repeat the save, and then if they repeat the save, they're unconscious.
Okay.
So that's how this works, I think.
Yeah, probably.
All right, very good. They're all incapacitated and Runt. Are you doing anything else? Do we want to go and narrate the cleanup here? Like, does everybody just want a moment to shine and do something, and we can call combat over?
That makes sense to me.
Cast elemental and like splash water on Runt.
Perfect. Runt, you're not incapacitated. You're freaking raging.
I go down, I climb down the rigging and I tie one of the sleeping fucking crabs up and I'm like, can I save this one? It doesn't seem fair to put it in a Boston crab now, but I need to put a crab man in a Boston crab. And I wanna fight it later in a cage.
I'm just gonna walk over while he does that. Not say anything, just walk over.
Yeah, Elwyn, her lions just penetrate the rest of the crabs. They all are cooked. They're literally cooked.
I'm gonna start picking crab meat out of the crabs that got cooked.
So
oh yeah.
after
Did you
about
say
30
the crabs-
minutes of you guys faffing around with the crabs and the rest of the bodies, the crew has righted the ship, and you guys find yourself in a sea that has returned to calm. There's plenty of crab to eat and clean up. As you look overboard back to the horizon underneath the star, the wake behind the boat has erupted in bioluminescence. There's a trail of blue-green in the wake and the splash of the waves from the ship. Kavu has emerged from below with the containers, revealing the Dragonborn box, and the fragile glass containers are unharmed. He thanks Jim and Runt. We did a good job. We did good work. If we want to get into role play, now is the time. And I will say we have approximately another hour. If that's important to anybody.
I'm still pending an answer from the Lexodon. I'm like, well, I'm even more intrigued right now, and I think you owe us saving your beloved grades. Did I say they belong to a museum? Oh, what exactly you have in there? Pointing at obviously the one with the glyphs.
He goes,
The
"What?"
5G.
and flaps his large ears at you. Huh?
Not so
Elephant-
fast ignoring
Elephant
me.
can't hear.
Oh, okay.
It's not very chill of you,
can-
man. After we did all that helping.
He's like, "What?"
Arias is gonna crawl up on his shoulder and like speak in his ear.
Okay.
What is in the crate, my good sir?
I'm just, I don't know. It says fragile glass, and this is another box. And
It's
and he
Italian. I
sets
bet
them
it's
down.
Italian.
Do you know who it
Fragile.
belongs to?
I'm sure the captain has the manifest.
Oh, that's good.
You're literally talking to just a crew member that was hired, right?
Yeah,
he,
no,
Oh,
that,
he's
that's
the
a good
elephant
point.
in the
He,
China
like,
store.
he pats him on the head and crawls down.
and he walks away.
Could have
Okay.
said that before, man. You could have said you don't know, not what, but whatever.
Well, no, it was funny.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
Jim
Well-
Bimbadill's not supposed to get it fully.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
He's got a point. I'm going to go to Captain R&R and say, my good captain, who those crates belong to? Can I look into the log?
Absolutely. The log's in my quarters. Let me go grab it.
Oh, I know your quarters. I can get it.
Okay.
He knows
Sure.
his-
And he hands over a key. As you take the key to his quarters, you run down. You know exactly where it's at. You've had a few studies together before. You unlock the quarters and you start to rummage around his room. Is that what your intention is?
Well, I'm assuming I actually know his quarters somehow
Mhm,
for the time we've been working together, and
Yes.
I'm just trying to retrieve this information and get back to my two other, investigators, assistants, Serena and Arias, to
Yeah.
try to provide that information.
So spread across his like meager looking desk is a nice set of ink and quill and a bunch of papers. There's a lot of notes here. It's kind of a mix between notes and little tchotchkes and or little trinkets, what have you. And right at the top is the most recent scroll. It is the manifest. That R&R hasn't been able to really work through the checklist just yet because it's a lot of items between the galleon, the passengers, and his own ship.
I'm starting with the bottom because these ones were left behind, either because they were heavy. I don't know if there's a heavy weight log, but I'm definitely going to look for anything that reminds me of those two.
So that was just Marcus. You recognize probably just the nature of creatures. It was like, I don't want to be the one that drops the fragile glass box. I'm going to take all the other boxes, or, oh, this one's really heavy. I'm going to make myself busy over here kind of thing. It was luck of the draw.
Okay. So what's the name attached to the crate? Who ordered this? Where did it come from? Where did it go?
It's
Where did it come
all
Definitely.
under the corporation name of Styx Fish Trading Company.
Of course it does. Everything sticks. Where is it going?
Surlog.
That's it. Okay.
That's it.
Another loose end.
Because
Another nice, clean end.
Another very tidy end.
Tidy stories with Captain R&R.
I think the captain is hiding something.
Like his emotions, his trauma.
Who is the owner of the boxes he's carrying? He's always so thorough.
It's true. He is a thorough one, but this particular mission, you recall Fleet Commander Ulfgar literally telling him not to ask questions.
Oh, it's that. I think all missions go like that.
it goes all the way up.
It goes.
Too bad
Yeah,
you got at
it's
least
all the
3
way up,
people
and
that
it turtles
all
all
the
the way down.
Okay.
Those
Understood.
Seriously curious fellows here.
Okay. What definitely the good professor would do is to go back to the crate when nobody's looking and steal one of the little pieces. Is it shards? Is it? What is
Okay,
it?
I want you to make
We
a
could put a
stealth
pin on
check.
it.
No,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this right now. Make a stealth check.
Shoot.
As everybody else, while this is happening, you have your own interactions that you can throw at me. But let me just tie this up because this is what he's doing while all of that stuff is happening. Make a stealth
Can I-
check for me.
Can I add the blast now?
It's too late. Plus, this is an ability check, not a saving throw or an attack roll.
12.
12. Everybody roll perception check for me, please.
That is 19.
I'm gonna
13.
use the inspiration.
You're not getting away with nothing, dude.
God damn it! No, it was worse.
Anybody that rolled higher than the stealth check that Professor Marcus clearly sees him disappear down the stairs with the fragile crate that Kavu just brought up the stairs.
So
For him.
everyone but Arias.
Everybody but
Seems that
Arias.
way.
I'm gonna go grab him by the collar and be like, "Hey, buddy, what you doing?"
This is important. Trust me.
I am engrossed with my crab meat.
And
I
Marcus
don't-
flies down the stairs. If you're going to enjoy this interaction, Jim, you're going with him, right?
Okay,
All
sure.
right, so
Yeah.
the two you go down the
Uh,
stairs.
Yeah.
Well, before you go down the stairs, because I did see this, can I have a wisdom save, Professor?
For what?
Command.
Oh,
I'm gonna make you
gosh.
stop.
As you cast a spell, this is a thing that I am not exactly cool with, Elowin. As a player, PvP, we're gonna try to ignore
Yeah, I'm
and
cool with it.
avoid.
I'm cool
Okay,
with it.
so
Oh no,
if
no,
you
no! I don't want to
consent,
fight. I just
No,
want him to not go
so
down.
it's not about fighting. It's about taking the agency away from another player with a mechanic when it's like I wouldn't even let you joke that you tripped somebody without their consent.
Got you.
So
I'm
if
cool with it.
Marcus is cool, we're gonna roll
I love
forward.
Eloin, so we're good. We're good. Go
Yep.
ahead. What are you going to make me do? In
Just
my
stop.
face.
Just
Okay, I
stop.
stop.
Stand still. Stay.
Well,
I
you can
look
only
back-
just say one thing, right? Is it stop? Okay.
No, it's
I-
just stop.
I look back at Ella and I'm like, "Oh, thank God! It's nice to have another babysitter around here."
Yeah. So he's gonna be able to do whatever he wants now. Can you maybe make him not feel
Just
the
like
haunted glass?
I mean, listen. I mean, I guess I could. If you have him frozen, I can take it out of his hands. But we kind of do things a little more democratically. I just want to bring this to the attention of everybody else. I'll follow him. You want to go tell the captain and the commander and the rest of the crew
Well,
what he's doing?
I was about to
Like,
say,
exactly.
with Captain Wren and Commodore R&R at the helm, you are in their sight. Wren has been tapped on the shoulder, and Commodore R&R is strolling up on what seems to be, in his opinion, conflict of some type. There's a disagreement.
Mhm.
And he approaches and doesn't say much. And he begins to waiting for some sort of explanation.
Don't look at me, buddy.
She only told me to stop. She didn't tell
That's
me
right.
to shush.
You're not like
So-
frozen. Yeah, you
Or
can.
just stop walking down the stairs. Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
I'm going to look at you, Serena, and say, Serena, you are acting very funny. What do you have to hide?
I literally told you that the glass you're holding is from a hive mind that kills itself for an unknown god. And what are you hiding?
That's
My
specific.
curiosity, I'm not hiding anything. You can see that I'm taking this crate down to explore a little bit more what's going on.
The Commodore steps forward to Serena and says, "Do you have evidence of this?"
Do I have evidence?
It's
Of an
quite a
ex-
claim.
I'm sorry. You know where I come from, right?
I'm getting to know you. Yes.
Okay, so the same way I would trust you if you said, "Hey, the wheel on this ship is off and it's gonna plunge us into the sea."
Mm-hmm.
I need you guys to trust me when I say this is religious and bad and we should not be blindly touching it.
Make a persuasion check for Captain or Commodore R&R.
Can I help with the
He's
persuasion?
technically an NPC right now.
Can I say something to make her roll with disadvantage?
No.
No.
can I help with the persuasion?
I'm there too, and I'm at least somewhat on her side. Yeah, like
Well, the
I at least
captain.
want to make a group decision here, so
Yeah.
I'm at least like
So-
listening to her enough.
Serena has advantage because everybody begins to chirp in, helping her case to Commodore.
16?
Oh man, she needed it, dude.
I did need it.
So the Commodore steps around to Professor Marcus, and I say, he says, well, I also trust Marcus's experience on these things, but, and he goes and holds out his hands to Marcus to place the box.
Every time I hold a box, you guys do this to me. You need to start really trusting. I'm an archaeologist.
We
Raz kinda
know,
looks
and R&R gently lifts the box out of Marcus's hands and says, "Is this it? Is this the problem?"
Yeah, open and check it. It's not the first time we have things on this ship that actually create a bigger problem. I need to investigate.
So the Commodore closes the box and tucks it under his arm and says, "I'll hold on to this for safekeeping for now." Clearly, there are disagreements, and that's gonna be that. And he takes it away and begins to walk into what you believe the direction of his own quarters.
Hang on. No.
Yes.
We
He
do need to
turns
know
over.
what it is, but we shouldn't be hiding. And you have a mage hand. Just don't touch it. We don't. I know that it was bad. I don't know if anything's residual in it. I don't have enough knowledge to know what it was used for. I just know that it's bad.
But that's exactly what I was going to do, not in front of everybody.
Well,
I
R&R
think we
says he
should
sets it
do it
down on the
in front of
ground
everybody.
and rips the top open. Let's get this over with.
Um,
And he motions to Professor Marcus and gives him a
I'm still
wink.
frozen here. I'm like,
No, you're not.
guys.
It would only last about 6 seconds, essentially.
And all
Yeah,
you
we're-
had to do
we're
was stop
talking now.
walking down the stairs, so you could have like turned around and started walking. Like I didn't tell you to pause. Oh well, I guess I said stop. Does it
Yeah.
freeze you?
No, it's we'll get into the nuance later.
So I go, hey guys, I know I come off as just like a big old bro, but I did study a lot at the monastery. I'm good with religion and all that shit. I mean, I can help
He is.
investigate too. Like, and I
Would you
think we
like to
should do it
roll
together
for-
because we can combine to do it right, and she can guide us on how we should do it right.
Okay,
Why?
we need to reset for a second here. Okay, we are interacting with the obsidian glass shards that we all believe are reminiscent or are from Netherese. Is that
Yeah.
in agreement?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the
I can tell him
intention
that.
is Marcus. I'm going to give priority to Marcus because
Oh.
he's the one that kind of got the ball rolling on this. He wants to interact with these things. So I'm going to let him take the wheel on what he wants to do because he was going to do it anyway.
Right.
And now it's going to be a group effort is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Marcus, what are you doing?
I'm definitely using my mage hand to open the, or well, I guess someone already opened it, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and pick up the pieces and first of all, look at it through, I'm imagining obsidian being very dark shards like black stone.
Roll a d20 for me with advantage for how many obsidian shards are in this box.
It looks like 22.
Okay. As Mage Hand begins to touch one, it seems to dissipate. Mage Hand disappears.
Ooh.
I cast
Wait,
again.
both the crystal and the mage hand, or
Hand
just the mage hand?
begins to touch the same or a different crystal. Doesn't matter. It disappears.
Ooh.
I kind of scratch my head and I say, Serena, you might be onto something, but I don't know how we're going to find out. Definitely there's a anti-magic field of sorts here.
Rice
Can I?
looks
go
up
ahead,
from his
Sam.
crab and he's gonna run over to the box
and he's gonna look at Professor Marcus with a big old smile on his face. He's gonna be like, I want to touch one.
Arias, as you zip your hand in and grab one.
Oh shit.
Oh, I was gonna
Alright.
do something
He's
before.
used-
Oh, what are
Didn't
you
he
doing?
say?
I was gonna go into my bag of holding, grab Smith's tools or not
Mhm.
Smith's tools, Tinkerer's tools
Okay.
and a pair of gloves.
Okay. So you
Um,
don your pair of gloves and you've got
Yep.
your tinkerer's tools.
And then I want to use tool for the right job and turn my Tinkerer's tools into like a kind of like magnifying glass of sorts.
Okay. And what's your intention? Are you
I
touching?
want to see if I can see any I want to pick one up and see if I can see any like magic on it or
Okay.
like what the whole deal is with these. If there's
Make
like
an
descriptions.
Arcana check for me, please. As you begin to touch it, it cracks almost instantly. The one shard. Make an Arcana check for me.
That will be a 13.
With 13, it shatters to dust and evaporates in the wind.
Okay, now we
I
all
cast-
have 21. I don't think
Okay.
you should be the one
Okay.
touching it.
Can I hold?
Um,
Can I hold my holy symbol up to it and
Sure.
see if that does anything to it? So I take out my little piece of like magma that cooled off and was chiseled into looking like the cosmic skull, and I hold it
Mhm.
near the.
For
things. It's
reference
just a
point,
minor
what was
mystic-
what's the
What?
intention of how this would normally react if you believed something was happening?
Well, if it's cool, if it vibes with my obscure nature religion, it'll glow, and if it doesn't glow, it's not cool to me. Like it's not cool with my nature religion. It's something else.
It is absolutely
And it's not like a
cool.
friend. It's not a friendly religion to
No.
my religion. Yeah.
No.
Well, definitely ain't
not at all.
from. It definitely ain't from the cool parts of nature, guys. It's not. It's not. It ain't part of the flow.
For backstory bits, you can get into what that is
Oh.
to you to explain
Yeah.
for not only your fellow companions here, but for anybody listening, what is the basis roughly?
So Jim Bimbadil was a monk from the Church of the Cosmic Skull, which yes, I'm ripping off a band name, but they're cool, so whatever. And it's basically like a mystical little hidden place, like where Wonder Woman was from, or Aquaman, like Atlantis and everything. And it's like it's a big like kind of volcano.
Mythos or a legend.
Yeah. It's like a volcano island with a bunch of fire giants that had an old skull from an even bigger ancient, kind of like stuck in the side of the volcano.
Another primordial of sorts.
Yeah, and we just kind of like worship nature and study the classics and work out and play music and do art and stuff and just try to be cool, and we fucking eat money and power. And we just like to be chill bros, and ska and pro wrestling are the only true forms of art. So, you know.
And Jimple Sim says all of this in the moment he holds up his holy symbol to try to get closer to the shard.
This stuff don't seem cool though. The shards don't vibe, man.
R&R kind of scratches his head and goes, "That tracks. Okay."
That does track because forgive how rude this is going to sound, but you're not from here, right?
I don't think any of us are from here, says the Commodore.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I am.
Well,
So-
you are.
Here's my confusion. Professor, you said that the Netherese artifacts are how you get back to your realms. But from what I know of the Netherese, they're native. They've been here as long as Rhea's been here.
Well, someone could have brought them here
I mean,
in a
yeah.
crate.
Maybe they
R&R
just figured out
turns
ways
to
to travel.
Serena, and he says, "Are you sure you're being told the truth by your god?
I'm being told what we know, but
What
I
is
mean-
it that you like? How can you verify these? Blind faith alone was never
I'm
enough
not-
for me."
Mother Rhea didn't tell me this. I'm telling you what was studied by the people in my sect. I'm telling you the information.
You were there. He's
our,
giving you a
like-
hard time. You know what I'm saying? Kind of.
Our archaeologists were there. I'm sorry. How do you know that this boat was made from trees. Were you there?
I can see the boat is made from trees. These are
How
simple
do you know it was
concepts.
magic?
How do
Did
I
you cut
know?
the tree down?
Are they magic trees?
The lack of evidence for something does not convince somebody that there is true.
The evidence we have are archaeological
No,
digs.
the
have-
evidence you believe doesn't
Well-
prove anything to the greater group here. I do
This-
trust you, but you understand where I'm coming from. He goes on.
The
If
skeleton.
we are going to operate off of one person's truth and discount anybody else's opinion, I have to make judgment with everybody in mind.
What opinion is there in? I can tell you what they looked like as accurately as any archaeologist because I've seen the bones.
I look
not-
over at Marcus.
I have to say that part of those tales that you call faith are yet to be proven, but I do agree with you, Serena, that it's wise to understand that the downfall of the Netherese civilization was definitely driven by the corrupted.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't sound fun. I don't want to go down that route. So
I know.
Wait for it. The only thing that I know as well is that the only way to prevent this from happening again is if we understand. I don't think it's the pieces, the artifacts that caused the downfall, but the solution is there. So I don't know exactly what you want to do with this.
I'm not saying the pieces are causing the downfall, but I don't appreciate your archaeology is okay. Arias's knowledge is okay. But because I happen to also be religious, the very scientific facts I have can't be trusted?
Well,
That's not what
you
I'm
know,
saying.
I don't think it's that it can't be trusted, but without a living, breathing Netherese person in the room, all of the facts that we've gathered from bones and archaeology and everything is as best as we can get it, but still pure speculation.
That has
You'll have
nothing do
to
with faith.
forgive me, and R&R kind of walks around this circle of group and kind of pats Serena on the shoulder, and he kind of wants to apologize. He is doing it publicly, but he's not necessarily backing down from his opinion. He said, "If you don't mind, I respect what you've got going on and your religion. It's just a sore spot for me. It's not that I don't consider your information bad. It's just I need to make sure it's not." And he sighs a little bit.
But everything
Tainted with or manipulated by a god.
Okay. I understand that it's a sore spot for you, and this you can call me out on being religious, but I can only go by what I've seen and what I know from what I've seen.
Now that is something I can get behind, and he smiles.
No, this entire land is manipulated by the gods, and you don't have to believe that. But what I'm saying about the Netherese, I didn't get from the gods, I got from the scholars.
Well,
So
but
how do you
as I
think we should
understand-
proceed? What do you suggest we do? I am also religious and respect your religion and would like to learn more, but I think we're getting nowhere. And where do we go? What do you think we should do? What is the smart move here now? We have it open. We've tried a few things. What should we do?
Yeah, we tried investigating, we tried tinker with it, but just worshiping it doesn't seem like we know what it does.
Worship it, it's evil.
Yeah,
I
she's
think
definitely
we
not
are
worshiping
all
it.
in
I know
agreement
that.
this is not necessarily good stuff going on here in
Wanna
this
grab
box.
another one.
It
Oh.
shatters and turns to
Arias.
dust.
Turtle, what were you saying?
I shoot him a look like I'm gonna just yoke him off the boat again or whatever, or try to at least.
Oh.
Go
Well,
ahead, Turtle.
I feel like, yeah, Turtle, do you have something?
It's no longer important.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure it
Runt
is.
was literally going to do exactly what Arias just did.
Ron
So he was
also
gonna do
grabs
a
a shard
bare hand-
and it
He was going to do it barehanded with no gloves or anything.
Yeah.
Essentially
Okay.
skin
So
contact.
like the little shards of dust kind of stick into your skin, and you're like, hey. It's like a splinter.
Because
Can
everyone's
Just
basically
stop.
used. My idea was that everyone has. Marcus has essentially used magic, and it got nullified. Arias used tools and gloves, and figured the contact with the metal or the leather didn't work. So I was like, okay, how about skin contact?
Can I
If he
try and
just
cast
walked up and
mending?
The next one that
Grabbed it?
tries to touch one, I'm going to put that crab I have tied up in your bed when you're sleeping.
Can I try and
So,
cast
yeah.
mending on the shards that are in Runt's finger?
Put the crab in the bed while you're sleeping.
I suppose you can make a little bit of a larger shard.
Does it
Like
also
instead of
shatter?
1 millimeter, it'll go to 2 millimeters, but most of it is turned to dust and is in the wind.
That's okay. We
I
have a semi-shard.
Help us here a little
Probably
bit.
stop breaking these things.
we
Kai,
should
from what I know of netteries and being an archaeologist, would I know not to touch this? I'm sure I'd come across other netteries artifacts, starting with a big pyramid or obelisk that it exists in Surlock alone. So, would I know?
You would probably
what to
know not to handle it directly, to be very careful. But it seems to you at this point that these must be old, used, more like empty than they are anything else. Definitely something to study, but it's difficult to even study these things as they're kind of clearly turning to dust. How they even recovered these is an effort you can't quite understand yet.
Yeah, I'm going to motion to just block this away, and let's not interact with it anymore, and put it into a museum. Serena, what were you going to say?
other than the professors, anybody else deeply interested in these items?
Pretty interested. I just want to do it the right way without destroying the world.
Okay, so let me just pause for a minute there. These items will not be making it into the main game. This is just for storytelling purposes and sharing backstories. Let's readjust.
We kind of lost the
Okay,
plot
let's
there.
destroy this whole thing.
I know it's super interesting. I know maybe I'll do something with them in the future, but for now, this is the end of the line. There's not much more here with these, other than we've all agreed that this doesn't feel good. Why is it on this ship? Well, R&R picks up the box and is like, well, did they just not make it on the manifest?
I guess. I don't see it.
You know what happened last time that happened?
Yeah.
Shipment not supposed to be on ship.
For all I know,
Again,
a couple
Runt,
crabs
again.
accidentally got to the box.
Sure, that can explain the
Get it over
breaking
the
of them,
ship.
but
Yep.
The edge.
yeah.
He turns to the box, picks it up,
Well,
hands it over to Runt, and goes, "You got it."
You can see my sad face.
Ryan's
Him?
also
You give it to
sad
him?
face.
I go,
He's gonna
Runt.
touch it. I know it. Him and his mouse. I love the mouse, but still.
No, Runt, throw.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yes.
Did he,
Runt,
is he asking him
throw.
to throw it, or is he just saying it's now his?
Yeet.
Throw.
Oh my god. Okay, if he throws, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand on the crate.
Okay.
Runt's gonna lob it.
Oh my god. How far away are we gonna throw it? Last time you threw Arias, he went over to another ship.
I mean,
He throws it to another
Should I
ship.
do a strength check or something?
yeah, let's make an athletics check, please. Contested by Marcus. Let's make an Arcana check. Please.
Really? Are we gonna do E equals MC2 here to see who gets it?
Yeah.
21.
Marcus.
Oh,
Yes.
What
You're,
do I do?
You make an Arcana check with advantage as Elwyn kind of puts her hand on your back and reluctantly kind of shares her power from her god to impact your arcane skill.
22.
Okay.
With
and
advantage or disadvantage?
Advantage.
Okay, 22.
So
And
essentially,
Runt, you have advantage.
no, I did.
Oh my.
Yes, because
So then
Oh no.
it'd be 21.
in a good way.
It'd be the original 20.
Yeah, he's got a 21. I got a 22.
All right.
21.
So
Yeah, essentially, Ryan just throws it, and it seems to like a perfect toss that it seems to just stay without really moving the crate.
yes,
No
and so
rotation, no tumble.
what
then
happens, unbeknownst to everybody except for Elwyn and Marcus, is it seems like you didn't throw it very far, and it goes and kerplashes into the water. Marcus, you feel it in your mage hand, and you slowly pulled it to the wall of the ship, and have brought it in through one of the portholes.
Absolutely. I'm going to hide it.
We're
inside
going
Captain
to move
Aronar's
on
underneath his
from
bed.
this fragile glass box. It's over. We're putting a pin in that.
In the dragon box.
Let's look at the dragon box. Yes.
Oh my
I'm not
gosh.
interested in the dragon box. You can have it.
Oh,
Jim just
Hey.
walks over to Captain Arnar and starts playing "Everyone Else Is an Asshole" on the bagpipes.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Have some
Dun, dun, dun,
inspiration.
dun,
Chief.
dun, dun, dun. Thanks. Dun, 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 dun.
He's a bard. He doesn't
Commodore Arnar kind of pushes his hands into his eyebrows and pulls down on his face and says, "What? Okay, this box. What's going on with this box?"
We don't know yet. Open it up.
To be the same thing.
It's guilty by association.
Arias is gonna pull out his crowbar and just start cracking open the top of the box.
Arnar is Dragonborn, and it's a Dragonborn box, so he could probably read these runes and shit.
Arnar kind of squats down and lets Arias go at it, removing the top of the crate. And he goes, "It's not my clan. It's definitely from the old world, from Faerun."
Ooh! Can I see what it is? Can I read it? I do, in fact, know Draconic.
There's nothing to read, I asked. It's just sigils.
Oh,
It's just a sigil of an old clan.
Sigil, essentially.
how old?
Are you from Faerun?
I am.
Well,
And
at least
I'm very
150
old.
years.
What part of Faerun?
By Surlog.
Okay, so
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
I'm like from the south.
Waterdeep.
Yeah, from the south. I moved up to Waterdeep, and then I got stuck in Surlog, and now I'm here.
Okay, so you are educated enough to know that Dragonborns have a bunch of different clans, but most of them that you've run into are the clanless or mercenaries. Most clans have stuck together in the east, far away from where you kind of spent your
I should
time.
have said east.
The sigil you don't recognize, but you do know that clans exist and they are powerful.
Above table, do you mean east as in the islands?
No, east as in inland of Faerun.
Oh, east inland. Sorry. Okay, east.
Well,
Sorry, east.
Well, I haven't run into anybody that has this sigil. I do know there's a bunch of clans to the east, but I really never went out that way yet. I guess I don't have the chance anymore.
Arnar kind of looks at it and he goes, I don't know the clan, but this is from Timanther.
Ooh,
And you open up the box, and inside it are a bunch of little trinkets, like little Dragonbornian trinkets, like little claws or little sigils and stuff. They all look weather worn and very old.
I think this is the personal belongings of the captain. We shouldn't touch this.
He says,
Well, he said it was-
he points to his own sigil, kind of on his armor. It doesn't match. It's not his. It's not mine. Don't worry.
Okay. Lost cousin.
Funny,
Whoa.
but
You saying all Dragonborn are the same, bro?
I was born in the great ziggurat city
I
of
did not say that.
Jared Timanther, but we're all the clans have a lot of inner fighting, but the clan in a clan you're cohesive, proud. We all get along. I don't recognize this clan, but it brings back memories of Timanther.
Well, in any case, it does seem like it's a bunch of rather personal items to maybe one of the passengers. Not quite sure. I don't think I saw any dragons, but I didn't look at everybody.
Inside, you see a tapestry. It looks like it tells a story. It's all in Draconian.
Ooh, I'm gonna read out. I'm gonna read the tapestry.
Can I
out loud.
help him read?
As you
Can I
begin to
read it?
pull, does everybody read Draconic?
No.
Yeah, at least 3 of us.
I have
Or 4, at least
common,
4.
giant, and common sign language.
Yes, at least 4 of us.
Common, giant, and goblin.
Common, giant, draconic, and celestial.
Okay, so
Draconic,
as
Elvish,
soon
Giant,
as
Netherese,
R&R
and Thieves' Cant.
begins to see the top of this tapestry roll out, he knows the story, and he kind of bites his lip in like not shame or anything, but almost disgust. Like the tapestry is long as you guys begin to pull and pull, and it's got some imagery, but it begins to tell you of something called the Second Sundering.
Ooh.
Oh no.
The lands
Well, I
of
don't know what that is,
Faerun
but it
were
sounds cool.
rewritten as gods were returned and nations were shifted. The old empires came back from myth. One of the largest upheavals was the reappearance of Unther and its god's tyrant Gilgleam, which violently restored its existence, like an entire city came back into existence over the territory that Timanther occupied.
Well,
You see upon you an illustration of catastrophe. Timanther was physically displaced in pieces. Shattered and scattered were many Dragonborn clan. And this forced the Dragonborn to retreat back towards a great ziggurat city in their homeland, not too far. This reignited the conflict between barbarians, the Unthers, and the population of the Dragonborn as a whole. The scroll continues. Do you want to keep reading?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes.
I'm reading this out loud. so
he's
everybody
probably
can hear
waiting
it.
for it to load or something, I guess.
No, I've got this all in front of me, but
The professor
I'm
is
trying to-
correcting the pronunciation of Arias as it
Mhm.
goes.
Oh my gosh, if you want to send it to me, dude, I will totally read it out loud.
Fragile.
It seems like R&R has something to add, but the scroll continues. With Timanther diminish and the clans in shambles, many Dragonborn were displaced. There's still a Unther draconic war going on in Faerun, and it's almost a banner of a rally cry for all Dragonborn to return and stand against the atrocities of gods that have taken so much from them.
Well,
So I hope
Commodore,
that
is that
provides
why you don't
a little
like
context. He says,
as to why he was so grumpy before.
yes, he's a grumpy
So,
Gus.
yeah, so, that makes sense as to why you don't really like the whole gods and all that.
So you were there and you witnessed this god then.
I witnessed the fall of my clan. I was young.
Was this
he's
an
gonna-
enemy clan or were this clan by your side? The
So
one to whom this belongs to.
to provide context, Dragonborns all had different clans, but they
Right.
allied themselves together in this great city.
Okay.
And then what had happened was, at one point in history, this barbarian clan of humans used to occupy a nearby location, and they declared war with their god, and their god king Gilgleam fought the Dragonborn clans as a whole. They had disappeared underneath some conditions, and then within the lifetime of Commodore R&R, their empire was restored in a flash, decimating the countryside and pushing the Dragonborn back to one final standing city that is still fighting to them to this day.
The professor is going to say, Runt, this obviously brings bad memories to the good captain. I think you should throw this crate as well away.
No, he says.
Oh no,
It's not
no.
mine.
It seems like it might belong to a passenger, and it's not like the good Commodore hates all other Dragonborn clans.
R&R looks at both boxes. Well, the last box, and he goes, "Well, maybe these were bound for some scholar. These were clearly collected and being sent to someone, a great collector of sorts, I'm sure."
Oh man, maybe it was headed to a museum the whole time.
Da 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 da.
Right,
Oh.
take the lid and start pounding the nails back in. Well, that's enough for all of that.
Serena, how are you feeling about the context? I know it sucked earlier, but now that you're provided with a little bit of backstory from the captain.
If you get attacked by an orc, you don't then have the right to discount anybody who's friends with orcs.
That's correct.
So it's context. Okay, religion is a soft spot.
No, gods are the soft spot. It's not religion.
But Serena still feels like she hadn't been talking religiously and she was discounted because she is clearly religious.
Right. R&R has character flaws.
As he should.
Yes. All right, good. So, hey, everybody, how are we feeling about putting a pin in this? We got halfway through what I've got written. We've got some role play going on. How are we feeling tonight?
I'm
mean,
feeling
yeah.
wonderful.
Sounds good to me. It makes sense. If you got still half of it left, yeah, just use it for 2 weeks from now. Makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to wrap up while we're still here, role play wise or information wise about what's going on?
Yeah, I got something. Runt the whole time is other than munching on bits of the crab claw meat that him and RS was eating on. He had basically just been listening to everyone and then tossing the box when he was told to. He decides to just look at Serena. His eyes essentially look her over, being that now that after things have calmed down, you say we don't feel like you can trust it, or wait, that we may not trust you because of your religion stuff, but you look like a nice lady, so Runt trusts you until you do something to hurt Runt or Runt family.
Arnar also steps forward and kind of says, "We don't have a trust issue with you. I don't have a trust issue with you. This is just we're getting to know each other."
Until
You
then,
the whole
Runt
time. I
trusts
trust you the
because-
whole time. Let it be known.
After witnessing how you fiercely defended my crew, my companions, my allies, our crew, our companions, and our allies, you are part of my clan, my new one.
Yes, that Runt was also trying to say that.
I appreciate you guys. And I know there's going to be differences of opinions. And especially where, for you, I'm going to keep saying Captain. Commodore?
Commodore, it's new. I'm not used to it
He's
either.
got
He
promoted.
says.
Yeah,
He says it's a temporary title.
Yeah, he's like in the middle of testing to get promoted. And he's like doing it for this one. Yeah.
Honestly,
Trying
I don't
on.
even need honorifics.
His name is Commodore Captain R&R.
Commodore Captain.
You truly believe that? Yes.
Arnar points over at Arias and is like, "That's Captain Arias." He points back over at Ren. He goes, "That's
No.
Captain Ren."
That's Arias. That's Ren. You are Commodore Captain R&R.
Arnar throws up his hands. He's like, "See, welcome to the family."
That's just it, right? That's essentially when you first introduced him to Ryan, you called yourself Captain. He assumes that is your first name.
Yep. I know, Runt, and he like kind of pats his shoulder.
Oh, Runt's going to essentially feel around on his shoulder and chest, realizing that he don't have a shirt on, just the leather straps, and he's going to reach down into a pouch, pull up his hand, and then open it. And in it, the palm of his hand is a tiny black and white mouse nibbling on a tiny little clump of cheese. And he goes, "This is Mr. Cheese."
I'm just going to grab a piece of meat from the crabs that we're just standing around. Did we clean them up?
Yeah.
Are we
No.
standing
No,
there?
Probably not enough.
I would say we could
Hey.
have.
I mean, not a,
I
think
there's
it's
going to be
more
some somewhere for now. Like we,
I think it's
I think it's way more funny to just have piles and piles of crabs everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, there's crew that's been cleaning, but there's just so much.
Yeah, exactly. There was just so much. There's still a few around. Yeah.
Grab me the
So-
hand. to
Essentially,
I
I want to say you literally teeheed. You teeheed with the introduction of Mr. Cheese.
essentially,
I wanna-
I feel that Grunt and Arias, before they got up to stop eating, were sitting at the edge of the ship by the railing, eating any meat, and then casting the shell and the carapace out into sea as they are done with them.
Oh,
Arnar looks at everybody and says, "As you were, we've still got plenty of trip left." And he goes back to the helm. Is there anything that you guys want to wrap up before we end session here?
I just want to lean over to Serena and whisper to Giant, like, first of all, technically, I'm just a privateer, just so you know. And with a little guidance, these guys do good work. They mean well. Like, just gotta steer them a little bit, and then yeah.
We're back in Giant. Am I supposed to have a title? Why does everyone else have a title?
There's just a lot of boats on us this trip, and like the stupid company we work for gives everybody titles. I don't know, man.
Captain
I don't have a
Arnar
title.
overhears this and lifts his finger and points at Jim, and he goes, "That's right, it's Captain Jim."
it's Captain.
Ooh, Captain Jim.
Because
You
he has his
technically
own
have my
ship.
own boat, so yeah. Like,
So there's
see what I mean? See what I mean?
Arias is gonna point at the big galleon with the fly at the helm, and he's like, "Well, that's kind of my boat. So, kind of, sort of, it's my boat."
He's got Jeff Goldblum flying it. It's fucking sweet.
Yeah,
feel it?
I mean,
we're
see
end,
him fly.
end session. End session.
No,
Good work, everybody. We did it. Good game.
Yay.
All right. Good work, everybody. I'm gonna stop the.
Okay.
Bye, Craig.